She said that they told her to disconnect it, which does make sense because if you are sitting by the warmer with your baby and you don't necessarily have access to the call light, that would be a way to unplug it and they would know that she wanted something. It does make sense. So why they're freaking being so ridiculous about it is beyond me, but
Anything to talk shit about her.
But wait
yeah,
a minute.
it is.
They're saying that she did it for a turkey sandwich.
Well, that's what the video shows. I mean, is it silly? Yes. Is it expecting much? Oh, yes. But, I mean, they just want to throw everything at her all the freaking time.
But now people are talking about sending it to the hospital and getting her baby taken away. That's a little excessive.
They are. Yes, Michaela, it was the pulse ox. But they told her to do it, and it makes sense. If you can't reach the call light, you're sitting right there. You have the oximeter right there. Just unplug it. It beeps out there, and they know it. So then they come in.
If I'm mistaken, they have
Well,
to
Sam,
legally
in our
call light.
NICU, we don't have call lights either.
Oh, okay. See, I thought you all had to have them. See, I'm misinformation right now. Misinformation.
Y'all, Tina know what she's talking about, so don't try to go. This is what Tina does for a living.
Man, I've been lying to you guys, and I don't know. I think
Exactly.
people on the internet are dumb as fuck to go real life. In my opinion.
I just don't understand why, in my opinion, all this shit's happening. Like, I would not be live. You know what the lives bring. You know the drama that it brings. You know the stress it causes. Why would you be on live streams throughout this time? Like, this time should be your time to, you know what I'm saying? Cuddle with your baby and
To
get to
bond.
know your baby and bond. Like,
Yeah.
And then they're giving her a hard time because they're saying, like, you know, people spend the night in there, they get a bed. I know when I had my son, they were like, hey, you know what? Get some sleep. He'll be right here. They want you to sleep too. I mean,
Yeah.
Exactly, because the mama needs to heal. She needs to
They
be
made me take my son out the second night. They made
Yeah.
me. Made me.
yeah, because he's in the best place he possibly could be. You know, he was in a hospital, so they're like, hey, you got to
Well,
get
then
some.
with that baby being in there under the lights, she can't hold her. Like, baby needs to stay in there under the lights and absorb all of the rays that she can. What is she going to do? Sit there and bob her head against the warmer all freaking night just to please the people online? I mean, come on.
that's what I'm saying. Get offline. Get offline.
Well, I get it, but regardless, they're still gonna complain about her.
Yeah, but like
No,
somebody said, though, Holly, this is her job. So I get it.
Listen.
Yes, Hensley. Yes.
Okay, listen. If this is her job, fine. But I'm still salty as hell. She never came and told me how to use that damn pre-seed shit.
Yeah, I don't agree with being online with the baby and stuff, and then like you're supposed to be resting, not being online. So
Showing her baby all over.
How much effort does it take to sit in a chair online?
well, but you need.
Come on, Betty.
I just feel like I wouldn't put my baby like as much haters and all the things that you got, because before you had your baby, look at how they were doing you, and now they're gonna be fucking with CPS and shit. People are dirty as
That's what
fuck.
they're doing. That's what they're doing.
Like, I wouldn't even risk the stress of it. None of that.
That's it.
Especially in
I was
this
gonna say she might not even be doing anything wrong. When CPS comes, you know, it is what it is, but that's still a stress, that's still a headache, that's still trauma that you don't want to go through.
And I get that point too. I get both sides of it. I'm not gonna condone it. I'm not gonna. I mean, she's gonna do what she's gonna do. There isn't gonna be a single freaking person, not a single.
I mean, it's not even her.
Any different?
Tina, it's not even just her. Did you see? I don't know if you know who Blueface and Krishan are, but Krishan fucking she live streamed on live, girl. We seen her kuka cat and everything as she
Yeah,
was.
that's out of line.
Yeah, that's.
Was that the one that the providers told her she couldn't do it? Also,
No.
Because, I mean, that is a thing. They have to sign a piece of paper saying that they will not record.
Yeah, I'm more so looking at it like, I mean, I know that postpartum is a thing, and just adding TikTok on with it.
But like this too. She don't have anybody, does she?
Who the
Like
hell did
she
she
don't
connect
have
to?
anybody.
She doesn't.
Oh, I want to read. Hold on.
But wait a minute, you just gave birth. That's a personal thing. Show the baby when you get home.
She's not showing the baby.
Okay, but if you want all this attention, do it when the baby's okay. Like, to me, this is a personal thing. I don't want everybody. I see, like I said, each their own. But like, that's a personal thing. I'm not doing it.
I said, do this, Regina.
She didn't send it to me, but somebody just sent it to me.
What is it?
Honey, let me make it very clear to you. You look stupid as fuck telling people you dated this man for months and didn't know nothing about him. That is not sexual assault. Dating somebody for months, consenting to him going down town. That is not SA, boo. That is not SA.
Can you read it? I can't read it.
Tina, it's time for you to read. I'm tired of being hooked on phonics around here, okay?
Hey, it's just small print.
I'm just kidding. I'm telling you what they call me Betty because I read it, the comments mostly, and then that's what they say over there. I'm hooked on phonics.
I mean, I don't know, Debbie, but that's really none of our business, is it? It's not anybody's business.
Yeah, I remember when she came into the box and people were trying to call her a P3DO, and come to find out the dude was 19. Yeah, he's young, but he's above age.
I get it. Can you all read that now that she made it bigger?
She said, I want to make this very clear to you. That man wasn't a one-night stand. He was a few months dated. Lied so bad I thought I knew his family. I didn't consent to him. I told him I wasn't interested in fucking with anyone married or with kids. He knew. That's why he lied to me and the other woman. He has a record now for a reason, but you can let everyone know that the victim blaming will be called the fuck out more. Because you all just proved you can't be women. God made me a woman, so yeah, I can be one. For one. For two, you dated a man that was married and didn't know he was married. He lied to you. He deceived you. Again, you don't deserve that. But at the end of the day, you're falsely labeling it.
She is not putting him as the baby daddy, Deb.
Hold on. So, the last part here, it says, he lied to me and other women. He has a record now for a reason. Mallory, are you saying that the man has a record for catfishing? Because I know if he has a record now for charges to deal with videotaping of women, that also doesn't pertain to you. So is his record now directly correlated to you? Were you part of the charges and or the crime? Or he just got finally caught up in some shady shit? Which is it?
Hopefully the wife divorced his ass. Shit.
I'm not sure if she just continues to send threatening messages thinking that, again, like she's doing something. Here, you just proved everybody's point.
So here, wait a minute. He lied so bad I thought I knew his family. I didn't consent to him. What didn't you consent?
What got me is she told him I wasn't interested in effing around with anyone married or with kids. How did you meet your fiance now, Mallory? How?
prove that we can't be women because some of us are going to call you out on putting a false jacket on a man. Experience assault again, Mallory, is physical or threatening assault.
Sam, that part, that's what I keep trying to say. Men cheat, women cheat. They don't get labeled SA'd. They're cheaters, they're liars, they're dogs, they're, you know what I'm saying? I call them alley cats, but that's just me. But to label them, like, come on now. They're so mad about a false jacket on Casey. Well, that's because they like him or like them right now. Because if you think about it, not what, 3-4 months ago, 5 months ago, Dalton was all the things. They even tried to group him in with some kid shit. Because they were loud as fuck about that. And I say they because anytime Mallory was in the box at Pastor Petty, she was bringing Dalton up about what he was doing with some kid on here, how he spoke to a child on here. And I don't even know that whole situation. I just know that when I'd go into Pastor Petty's and Mallory would be in there, she was fixated on fucking Dalton. Many people were, but she was definitely one. Adulterer.
Where we got Mallory over bent out to shape right now. She bent out to shape. And no, Mallory, calorie, catfishing is not a crime.
Listen,
Not a crime.
listen, men catfish and they hatfish. Because they be looking fine as hell with a hat on, take that bitch off, and oh my God, you like, who the hell is you? But women do the same thing with the fake lashes.
I'm
And
not saying now you quit talking about my man like that. He look good with that hat off.
You're good.
Oh my God, Deb, drop it. Fuck. Fucking get over it.
Facts, Pinky. Facts. She is definitely foaming at the mouth. So I can officially say I made the whiteboard.
I mean, go off. Go off, Deb. You have at it. I ain't fucking making any more comments about it. I could really give two fucks less.
They're gonna do what they're gonna do on this app. anyway.
Exactly.
It ain't our business, ain't our place. I mean, yes, they do it publicly so we can have our opinions, but opinions is all we can have. And the people that take
Yeah.
it real life on her are shit, in my
Yeah, I
opinion.
mean, quite honestly, it has nothing to frickin' do with anybody else. It's not going to affect anybody else in any frickin' way whatsoever.
Yeah. Just her.
You know
Just her and
how
her
many-
child.
Do you know how many girls, how many ladies I have that come in labor with a different guy than who got them pregnant?
Oh, many.
I'm telling you, it is astonishing. The amount of men that are going to sign a birth certificate and claim this baby as theirs.
Yep.
I'm not saying that that is what she's doing because I have no freaking idea, but you would be surprised at the
You ready
amount.
for this? Are you ready for
Boy.
this, Tina? You
Yeah.
ready? So my son, obviously, I lost him through a DV situation. My ex-husband knew. My ex-husband knew. He knew. This girl got pregnant while he was in jail. He came out and named the boy after my son's exact name, even though my son was named after him, obviously, and my cousin who has he's autistic, so I wanted to name my baby after him because that's my baby. And yep, the whole entire name is my son's name. Like my son's name is on a death certificate, and it's also this kid's name who's not his yet. He signed over for him and named him after our son.
In Kentucky, you can't do that. Like, I wasn't legally married when I had my children, so they told me that I had to get a DNA test before my children's father was allowed to sign the birth certificate.
I mean, it is different in some states, but like Sam is saying here, my daughter-in-law tried it, but because she was married, she could not do it, which is right. If you are married with in the states that I have worked in, because I work in many different states, it has always been that if you are married 364 days before giving birth, that baby, if another man signs it, it will kick back to your husband. They won't let it unless he comes in and signs and says, nope, this is not my kid.
It is in Kentucky too. That's exactly it. And if you're trying to get a divorce while you're pregnant, the judge won't allow it until after your pregnancy to determine that he is not the father.
Right. But there's all these young girls that are coming in, and not even young girls. They're older women too. 20s, 30s, that are having some other guy that they know, and the guy knows it's not his baby, that are signing these birth certificates. I won't do it. I refuse. I'm not having any part of that. You go have somebody else sign it. I'm not.
That makes them legally responsible. They can go to child support court. They can go
Yes.
through hell for that child that's not theirs just for signing that birth certificate. Absolutely.
Yes, Sam, it's a declinate or a. Hang on. I can't even think of the name of it now. But yes, he had to sign a piece of paper saying, I am not the father.
Back to Mallory. I think you suck, Mallory. I think you're baby reindeer. I think you're obsessed with petty. And I'm not demolishing your story whatsoever. But if you're saying that you got sexually assaulted because you didn't know his name, you're weird. You're weird as fuck.
Or you ended up finding out that he was a married man. He deceived you, bro. He deceived you, and that's not right. You didn't deserve that. But then your last statement, trying to once again act like, you know what I'm saying, act like we are less than. Miss Ma'am, you couldn't beat nobody on their worst day. All right, okay. As far as your jumping, kicking, or running, and all the things, like, girl, bye.
You do the splits, Mallory. Let me see you pop that pussy on a handstand. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Then we'll talk, Mallory.
Damn, Miss Ma'am, what's you?
Let's be real. If she could do it, she would be married by now.
Retina.
So what are people in her chat saying? Like, are they all agreeing with it? And yeah, that
Yes.
Yeah, they were dogging the shit out of TikTok
and gaslighting the fuck out of her. Wow, like when Mallory sat there and was all bug-eyed, the whole comments was like, oh my God, I can't believe you said that. Oh my God. Wow.
You just did it in here. Like, girl, what did she do? She asked you a specific question. What did you do against your, or what were you told to do against your will?
Oh, your pants down? No, that sound willingly.
Oh, and then now she's trying to stick Smashley to the cross because I don't know. I wasn't in no lives last night. I was asleep, but apparently Smash said something about if your chonies are on or some shit. Like if your underwear wasn't moved, or I don't know, something about underwear.
I heard too, but I honestly don't agree with that personally, but I feel like
Smash was telling her story last night, or parts of it, and was speaking about how Smash, I'm sorry, Smash had to hide her underwear so that her family, the threats her perpetrator would tell her. That is where underwear came into that last night.
Oh yeah, see, Mallory's flipping that shit.
it all the way around. Talk about if my underwear are still on, it's called sexual assault. Duh.
Yeah, that it's not called. So then her chat was like, wait a minute. So that means if your chonies are still on, that's not it. Like, that's not considered, you know? And she just was twisting the fuck out of shit.
Always does. Do we expect anything but twisted tales to come out of her mouth?
Yeah, and I'm sorry, but all the people that she's done awareness on, they're still here, still begging, still doing what they're doing. So clearly that's not your neck on this lot or on this platform. And then you claiming that you're a good person who helps people. What have you helped people do? You help belittle people. You help, you know, minimize people. But like, what have you done to help people for real? How many people have you gotten into it with, and all of a sudden they're the next fucking target on your awareness page? You know what I'm saying?
Like she said something about Megan, sweet ass Megan today, talking about she's a scammer, she's a beggar. I'll be damned. You alive, Mallory?
Oh wait,
You a
'cause
whole
she,
ass
if y'all
lie.
listen to her today, at least on this part, she's if you hear her, she's telling you why she don't fuck with, like, why, and she's telling you that she's telling you without telling you. If Pastor Petty was to be like, all right, come back over here, she would go. Because she even said, I think it's so crazy that, you know, they kicked me off the island or whatever because my fiance put his birthday shit in for the Cash App or whatever. She goes, but how many people are telling you about a nonprofit, and how many people are telling you about ways to donate and whatever, whatnot? I thought he was so against that. Then
She was
talks
talking about Megan.
yeah, then she talks about Megan and talks about how she went on the GoFund or on the nonprofit website or whatever, and all she sees is Megan's kids opening presents and shit. Like, how do you know? How do you know, for one? For two, why are you digging into Megan's shit anyways? For what?
I thought she just said a couple days ago she wasn't voted off the island, that she had left months, she had walked away months before.
Oh, girl, she swaps here every day. Every other day it's something. Oh, yeah.
Was
Okay, I'm gonna
there.
pop
We
down.
voted.
Hang on. Before you get going again, I'm going to pop down. But Retina, that video that you were requested, I'm not going to say that I know for sure what it was for. That is just what I think. I'm making an assumption. Don't want to be involved in any of that nonsense.
Did you
I
ever
could
look
be
up,
totally off.
did you ever look up Scarlet Takes a Tumble?
You did, you ding dong.
Oh, yeah, I played it for you. All right. Bye, Tina.
Bye.
Yeah, Megan, she looked into your nonprofit and everything, girl. She
Yep, said that you had it in your bio. But the difference is, and let me say this with my face on the camera because Petty has made this clear a million times. Petty does not care who of us have our cash apps in our bio. He cares when we sit there and stream for awareness and then we have it in our bio. That's where he has a problem.
Maybe I should message him and be like, hey, can I hang out in your chat? I have a felony for theft by indifferent to ownership rights. I'm not sure if anybody's ever heard of that charge before, but I was just curious if I could hang out in your live.
Whole ass criminal. I never heard of that one, Bertina. Hell, okay.
Yeah, girl, she made it about your kids are on there opening presents. That's all who seems to benefit from it. Wild, wild, wild.
She goes, Megan. So much to say with no proof ever.
You know, it's like it made me like think back to like some of the plea deals that I've taken. But like when they were speaking on Pastor Petty the other night, like, why would you plead this way? If you weren't guilty, you should take it. Clearly, they have never sat in either handcuffs or in jail or in a courtroom, not knowing their fates and knowing that, well, I really don't think I'm wrong in this scenario, but if I am proved wrong, I have to go for the full max amount of time. Where if I take this plea deal, yeah, it's going to be on my record, but I can carry on with life, you know, X, Y, and Z amount of time.
Not to bring up color, but let's be honest. Black men in our judicial system they really don't have a chance. So we don't know what it feels like to be a black man looked at that way. So I don't know, Mallory. You'll never know. You're not a criminal. Don't ask.
Wait, really quick. Did you mean like my children, like the kids in my
Yes, that's what she
foundation?
said. Yes, your
Yes.
children.
Or
Yes.
like my like actual children that I birthed?
Your
like
birth
your
children.
children.
You guys, my kids are 16 and 19. I'm an empty nester for 3 years.
We knew that, but Mallory don't know that. So she's running with whatever stories she can on you, Meg.
Oh wait, so she thinks like my real children are in my foundation photos and
Yes.
stuff?
Yes, ma'am.
What a loser. I don't keep running with that narrative. All you do is sit in your house all day. You literally are like a voyeur looking into everybody else's life. Like, go ahead with that craziness. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Sure.
She was on you so bad today that she tried to play a clip where you were talking about Sassy Shannon. And Dalton even had a corrector and was like, no, that's not about you. Or no, Rissa, or somebody, some Rissa did, I think. I can't remember who corrected her. But somebody was like, no, Megan wasn't even talking about you. Megan wasn't even talking about you. Like, bitch, get it together. Not everything is about you. Okay,
I
Mallory?
really
Like,
don't talk about her. Like, I don't even know the person. I tried to send her information when that one person was trying to figure out the nonprofit stuff of that one company, and I like sent it to her. She never responded. And when I did try to tell her, she's like, it was like none of my business or something, or I'm a know-it-all. And I was like, all right, noted. Like, okay, I've never talked to you. Okay, sounds good. And then I scrolled into her live, I think like a week ago, maybe. And she's like, you're a piece of shit. I'm like, there's one for the record books. I've definitely never been referred to as that, but okay.
who called you the piece of shit?
Yeah. And I didn't even say who told me that. Like, I don't, whatever, dude.
Mallory,
I can't be
you're
bothered.
the piece of shit.
I can't be bothered. But I mean, listen, feel free to continue to spread awareness about my nonprofit. And if you would like to adopt a child during the holiday next year, or if you would like to buy tickets to our next sporting event, to like, usually they're like $40 a person, and that gives a child a ticket, a meal, and a drink to go to like the Red Bulls or to the Giants or the Patriots or to a play. So, I mean, when you want, I mean, nobody's ever donated off of TikTok. I mean, she could certainly be the first if she wants to adopt a kid to go to one of our events. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
I don't waste my time talking about other people. Like, I think people know long enough. I don't waste my time talking. I'm too busy doing real life shit, like in the real world. But the fact is, I mean, I'm down for a new donor.
Yeah, it made me mad when she
And
was
the other
talking about
thing is,
you.
we don't really collect money. So you actually call the event itself. So you actually call like whoever we're partnering with, and you actually buy the ticket right through them, and then we pick them up at will call. So that's it. We really, it's that simple. So I can certainly let you know what our spring event is. We're going to the Patriots for baseball.
Yeah, she's wild, girl. She's just picking.
That's
all
silly.
she's doing. She's just picking. She's acting, or she's saying now something about that we're picking through and we're demanding every detail of. I'm not demanding nothing at all. I don't want to know your detail. I don't want to know your none of that. None of that. You brought it to the app, and the way that you
Have
brought
an
it to the
opinion.
app is not what you're claiming it to be. I don't care how many
Leave me
articles you
blocked.
can put up. If that were the case, seriously, Neve wouldn't be a TV show. People tuning in to watch it, laugh at it, or calling into it. None of that shit.
I legit don't care. Like, do whatever you want with your own life. You blocked me, you're not a fan. All good. But then just don't talk trash and have me blocked. Like, that's just so immature and petty and ridiculous. Like, I don't care. I will never meet you in real life. I don't want to know you. You're not my people. I wouldn't have any time with you. So, like, move along. Find another thing to voyeur. Find another thing to watch. I am not the news. But
Or
I mean,
petty.
if you want to donate, I'll give you when we go to see the Patriots in the spring, and you can buy a couple kids tickets. They would greatly appreciate it.
Thank you for the heart meme.
I'm jumping down, Holly. I love you. Call me when you get off.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop down. But thank you. I had no idea. I that's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, girl, it's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's just
hop off.
silly. It's just dumb and lame. But
Yeah.
if that's, I feel bad in a way. Like I don't. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. I mean, listen. She clearly has a lot of nothing going on, and
I mean,
I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel bad in the sense of you got played, bro. That's bogus as hell. I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I've been cheated on, or lied to, all that. Like, same thing. You know what I'm saying? Many people can relate to that. I think we've all dated somebody, been married to somebody, or whatever, who've had secret fucking gambling problems, who've had secret women on the side, who, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure we all can relate to that. But don't try to put it out there like we all can be like, well, that was, I didn't consent to that because I didn't know that person. Bitch, what? I know me, for me, I'm not going into the real world claiming that SA was done because somebody lied on who they were, or they played me, lied to me, cheated on me. None of that. Like,
not my circus, not my monkeys. You got to live your real life. Not meaning you.
no, I get it. I get it.
Like, don't care. Like, if you need resources, happy to provide them to her. If she wants, like, EMDR therapy is really good. Art therapy is really good. Music therapy is actually really great for some. If they want to get more into, like, the space, you can go into yoga. Hot yoga is really good for meditation and things. That's about all you'll get out of me. Other than that, not my stuff to, not my
And that's
jam.
what I'm saying. People need to stop bringing their personal shit to the app and then getting pissed off because people have opinions on it. You know what I'm saying? I say that I'm a DV survivor, but I don't tell people my fucking past history on it. A little bit here and there. If somebody's in here telling their story, then obviously I'll comment in and say what I can relate to and what I can't relate to. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you don't see me bringing it up for any reason.
Yeah, I mean, literally, that's all I can give. I can give referrals out. It's not my area of expertise, not something that I personally we refer out whenever it comes. We're just not equipped for it, and it's not under the umbrella that we want to cover. There's other people that already do it, and they do it really, really well. And that's not what we do. So, but if anybody does ever ask in the future, because now that this has kind of come out, a lot of people are, sharing their stories. So you can tell them EMDR therapy. You can tell them art and music therapy, and then yoga type meditation and practices. That's the only thing I would have to say on any of those topics.
Yeah. And that's the thing too. Don't run out here and say that you're a fucking advocate and then you treat people and talk to people the way that you do and then get pissed off because people are matching your energy.
Yeah.
Like, I know if I want to advocate, if I'm going to look for an advocate in any which way, I'm not going to look for somebody who fucking, no.
Yeah, I just don't. That's all good. But thank you for having me. I've got to pop off.
You too. Welcome
Good night.
back.
I'll be in your chat. I'm not asleep yet.
I'm going to
but
jump
getting-
off.